there are two types of hating: blind hate and constructive criticism. Now, you've already noticed how the second one doesn't even have hate in the sentence. It's simple. Although the feedback wasn't a positive one, at least you get to look at what you did wrong and what you could possibly improve in the future. Hence the name constructive criticism. Meanwhile, the blind hate one, well, I think it is pretty self-explanatory enough. You just blindly hate on someone for no real reason and without even giving some advice in the end, making that feedback not just negative, but a very not useful one too. What am I getting at? Well, I really was about to get into that just now. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, Sid has fallen into the exact analogy I just made earlier. And before you just jump me, I'm not trying to say that there weren't real reasons behind the hate she got. He's certainly not trying to force anyone to like a certain character they simply don't like, and that's about it. I really am here for just to explain the unfortunate turn of events for a character like Sid. Yeah, I've already jumped to the big elephant in the room. You might already know by now, at least this one being one of the reasons why she is so hated. And to make things clear first, I also absolutely hate this fetish and its people who generally enjoys that. I mean, in ancient times, liking feet was viewed so much differently. Heck, kissing feet meant worship and extremely high respect towards the person. But nowadays, it's, I guess I will call them community for now, kinda changed that what really means to like feet. I mean, you can still like feet, but there are some people who, well, took a little bit too far and not so elegantly when it comes to liking feet. I hope you can already understand that, what I mean. But a lot of people, unfortunately, reduced her to just that and that alone, which that's 100% wrong, but not entirely correct either. Like, yeah, Feet was one of the main push for Sid, unfortunately, because the dev team knows their audience extremely well and they know if they added some more Feet Fetish, they'd entertain a lot of people and give them their main reason to pull for Sid. Although there were a lot of people who actually enjoyed that, there were a lot of people who didn't. It was like a mini war between Feet Fetish enjoyers, non-Feet Fetish enjoyers. Now, I was still not sure what to think about Sid at the moment because all of that drama surrounding her. But after she was finally released along with her character story, I was finally able to get an opinion of my own in the end about her. And of course, her story absolutely touched my heart and made me look at Sid so much differently and realized how stupid it was to listen to all the drama surrounding her. The moment Sid's real identity was revealed, the start of a drama was inevitable. The context is extremely simple. Many people expected Sid to be this cool giant robot, suddenly not just another firefly. Although I do understand the disappointment behind the whole thing, personally don't think it's fair to hate her just because she isn't what other people thought to be this cool giant robot. But the funny thing is, thankfully we did get a cool robot, but only in gameplay. So a bit of compensation will be to make it possible to normally walk around the map as the robot Sid Senior. Let me know what you think about this. You can easily tell when someone is straight up ignorant and most likely to be the type to hear a story but not actually listening when they say something like that. Yeah, she has her own odd quirks, but every character has at least one specific quirk about them. My actual point is, for those who might have skipped or simply forgot what was really about in Sid's character story, it was mainly about Sid, or should I call her Flora instead, since that's her real name given by Sid Senior. To make it short and simple, she was found as a relic inside Hall of Zero. all alone with nobody else on her side. 11 years ago. Even though she was stuck in there for approximately 15 days, she wasn't showing any sign of corruption whatsoever. But Sid Senior really wanted to save her, willing to break through his own self-command not to go for her, as it showed extremely high-risk move. But even then, he was willing to take that risk, no matter what, in order to save the little girl. From here, I won't go any further, as it is a rather too long of a story to be talked about here. You can search on YouTube and actually watch her character story. It's generally a good story, I promise you won't regret it. Although many people immediately jump to the conclusion, yeah, she's just another psychopath that loves seeing other people suffer, and she really has no human heart. But the irony behind this is rather funny, as if it was already explained why she is like that in the first place. As I already explained earlier, she practically had no childhood whatsoever. She was found as a little kid inside a goddamn hollow, all alone. The explanation was quite literally right in front of us this whole time. What happens when a child has no human interaction whatsoever? Of course, that child will develop as antisympathetic. That kind of person wasn't taught at a young age basic human emotions. There was no one there for her at the time. Heck, if it wasn't for the Sid Senior, she might have become a full-grown villain for all we know. But that's just my what-if scenario, so don't take it too seriously. Her actions are undeniable. She truly does have no heart, but not without reason. I think this was pretty well explained in her own character story as well, but some people still didn't understand, it seems. And about the Feet Fetish part, that is something up to you, since this was her main push. But remember this, don't focus on the problem, find the solution. Having a cool giant robot would have been sick indeed, but it was never meant to be for Sid in the first place. But at least we kinda got a compensation by having binary instead. It's easy to hate on something because it's more common and normalized. That's why being kind is very common these days, even if it will be about a fictional character. The behavior itself is there still, and I will repeat it again, you're not forced to like something. You never were and never will, so don't blindly hate on something, at least try to find actual valid criticism. Speak up your own personal opinion about a certain thing with reasonable points of view. Let's say I simply don't like a character's design. That is a very valid reason, because character design is a subjective thing. As for Sid, it's okay to not like her because of those points I was defending earlier. But she's not just Feet Fetish or the supposed cool giant robot Sid Senior. She is Flora,